Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a deep analysis and breakdown of the Netflix movie Along for the Ride, the 2022 romantic drama based on Sarah Disson's beloved novel. Whether you've already seen the film or you're just curious about the story, we're going to take you through the plot, the themes, the characters, and everything in between. So, grab some popcorn, sit back, and let's talk about this coming-of-age story that's full of heart, love, and self-discovery. So first, let's break down the basics of the plot. Along for the Ride follows Auden West, a bright but introverted teenager who's spent most of her life living by the rules, always focusing on her studies and keeping herself distant from other kids her age. She's grown up with her mother, who's a successful career woman, and has a strained relationship with her father, who lives in a small beach town called Colby. After her high school graduation, Auden heads to Colby for the summer to visit her dad, Robert. This is where the magic of the story begins, and we meet Eli, a local boy who's dealing with his own set of issues. Let's talk about the main characters. First up is Auden West, played by Emma Passero. Auden is an intelligent, somewhat shy character who spent most of her teenage years trying to please her mom and make up for the fractured relationship with her dad. But when she arrives in Colby, she's determined to break free from her past. Then there's Eli, played by Belmont Cameli. Eli is a complex character with a lot of depth. He's been dealing with a traumatic event from his past that left him emotionally scarred. His life has been difficult since that moment, but Auden's arrival seems to stir something in him, leading him to open up in ways he hasn't before. Auden's relationship with her father, Robert, played by Richard Dreyfuss, is also significant. Robert is more laid back and artistic, in stark contrast to Auden's more structured upbringing with her mother. Over the summer, we see their relationship slowly evolve as they get to know each other better. Now, let's dive into the plot and the key events that really drive the story forward. When Auden first arrives in Colby, she's kind of a fish out of water. She's never had a normal teenage experience, no late night parties, no fun beach days with friends, nothing like that. But things start to change when she meets Eli. Eli is a night owl, and he invites Auden to join him on a quest to experience everything she missed out on during her high school years. They begin spending time together late at night, doing things like riding bikes around town, having deep talks, and just being free. This marks the beginning of a deep and meaningful friendship that eventually turns into a romance. Through Eli, Auden learns how to let go of her rigid structure and find joy in spontaneity. But of course, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Eli has his own inner struggles, particularly with the loss of a loved one that has haunted him for a while. As their bond deepens, Auden finds herself confronted with her own fears and desires. One of the key moments in the movie happens when Auden starts to understand Eli's pain and how his trauma has shaped him. This gives her the courage to open up about her own insecurities, particularly about her relationship with her mother. The two characters help each other heal, and we see them grow emotionally as they work through their personal struggles together. Now, let's explore the deeper themes of Along for the Ride. At its core, this is a story about self-discovery and the importance of emotional healing. Both Auden and Eli are dealing with the weight of their pasts, and as they spend more time together, they help each other confront and overcome their fears. One of the central themes here is the idea of letting go. Auden has spent so much of her life following a strict, structured path that she never allowed herself to have any fun. Through her interactions with Eli, she learns that it's okay to take risks, to experience joy, and to embrace the messy, imperfect side of life. Another important theme is healing from trauma. Eli's grief is something that he's been carrying for a long time, and it's only through his connection with Auden that he begins to open up and process his emotions. The film portrays grief not as something you can just get over, but as a journey that you need to walk through at your own pace. As we reach the climax of the movie, the tension between Auden and Eli comes to a head. They both face the consequences of their decisions, and Auden has to decide whether to stay in Colby with Eli or return to her life back home with her mom. There's a moment of emotional vulnerability where Eli opens up about his past, and Auden realizes that she's ready to take charge of her own future. The final resolution brings everything full circle. Auden doesn't just find love with Eli, she also finds herself. She makes peace with her relationship with her father and her mother, and she steps into her own sense of independence. So, what does Along for the Ride ultimately teach us? It's about embracing the unknown, finding balance, and understanding that life doesn't always go according to plan. Sometimes, you have to let go and let things unfold. This is a story of healing, growth, and learning how to love yourself and others. I think one of the things that stands out in this film is how relatable the characters are. Auden and Eli represent the struggles of growing up and facing the challenges that come with finding who you truly are. Their journey is a reminder that you're never alone in your struggles, and love, whether romantic or platonic, can help you heal and move forward. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope this deep dive into Along for the Ride has given you a new perspective on the film. If you haven't seen it yet, I definitely recommend checking it out. And if you've already watched it, let me know your thoughts in the comments. What was your favorite part? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more movie breakdowns like this one. See you next time.